Sports Update with WVUA's Gary Harris.
Welcome back, everybody. SEC Hoops tonight at 8 p.m. at Coleman Coliseum as Alabama will welcome in Arkansas. The Crimson Tide, you know, is a little short on post players with only really 2 on the active roster right now, Musa Gay and Nick Jacobs. Because of that, Bama employs a 4-guard lineup much of the time, but head coach Anthony Grant says it doesn't really matter what the configuration of the lineup is. The important aspect is that each player understands his role and executes the game plan.
For us, it's more about understanding, not necessarily the fact that we're you know, got 4 guards or whatever it is that we play. It's more about understanding what we've got to do in terms of when to attack, how to attack, and when it's time to maybe be patient and run offense. So I think that'll be more important than anything else. You know, obviously, the more skilled guys you have out there in terms of being able to handle and pass against a team like Arkansas, I think it certainly helps. But you know, you got to make good decisions, no matter what it is. It comes down to your decision making in terms of being able to take care of the basketball and find quality shots.
Bama and the Hogs tonight at 8 p.m. or shortly thereafter, the tip-off at Coleman Coliseum. Of course, Mike Anderson, the head coach at Arkansas, a Birmingham native. He was the former head coach at UAB. A couple of Birmingham players are on that Arkansas roster. I'll have a live report for you tonight from Coleman Coliseum following the game on the Sports at 10 o'clock.
We're going to outwork people. That's something that I can control. I'm going to wake up every single morning. There's this guy named, this guy at Alabama. I think his name is Nicky Satan. You guys have probably heard of him before. I'm going to outwork him. I'm going to outwork him, and that's kind of our plan every single day.
You heard it right there. James Franklin calling Nick Saban Nicky Satan. But the Vanderbilt football coach said that he phoned Alabama's Nick Saban on Wednesday and apologized for those comments, referring to the 4-time national championship coach as Nicky Satan. Franklin, who made the reference Monday night at the Central High Sports Banquet in Macon, Georgia, said it was meant strictly and entirely as a joke. Video of the speech has gone viral on the internet. Franklin said that Saban was good with the situation after they talked. Alabama and Vanderbilt do not play in 2013. The Crimson Tide beat the Commodores 34-0 in 2011 in the lone meeting between Saban and Franklin as head coaches. The teams were supposed to play in 2012 until the SEC editions of Missouri and Texas A&M forced league schedules to be reworked. Well, Alabama commitment Derrick Henry of Yulee High School in Yulee, Florida, who is already enrolled at UA, has been named Player of the Year on the Parade Magazine's 50th annual All-American High School Football Team, which will be published in Sunday's issue. This has long been the most prestigious high school All-American team in the country. The 6'3", 243-pound running back broke a national career rushing record set by Ken Sugarland Express Hall way back in the 1950s. Hall played for Bear Bryant at Texas A&M. He'll also be featured in the magazine. Through his 4 years of high school, Henry amassed a total of 12,124 yards on 1,387 carries. Look for that in your paper on Sunday. Well, a California man says he created the hoax involving former Notre Dame linebacker Manti Te'o and a fake girlfriend because he was in love with the football player. Renaya Tuiasosopo spoke publicly for the first time in an interview with Dr. Phil McGraw for the Dr. Phil Show, the first part of which aired today. He says Te'o knew nothing of the hoax. He also says he's trying to, in his words, recover from homosexuality and get his real life back. Well, according to a report in the New York Post, former Miami Dolphins quarterback and current CBS NFL analyst Dan Marino fathered a child with a CBS Sports employee and paid her millions of dollars to keep it secret. Marino has served as a pregame analyst for CBS since 2003 and reportedly admitted to having an affair with Donna Sabatier, a production assistant at the time. According to the story, Sabatier, who was 35 at the time, gave birth to their daughter, Chloe, in June of 2005. Well, Phil Mickelson needed this birdie putt on 18 for a PGA Tour record tying 59. Instead, it spun all the way around the cup and came out. So lefty had to settle for an 11 under par 60 during the first round of the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Mickelson sank 7 birdies on the front 9 for a 7 under 29. He added 4 more on the back 9 for a 4 under 31, but could only watch in amazement as that putt on 18 somehow stayed out of the hole. Excited about 60, but you know you don't get a chance to shoot 59 very often. Frankly, hard to ever get that chance, even on that tour. That's a look at sports. The news at 6 will return right after this. Stay with us.
This has been the Tuscaloosa Chevrolet Sports Update.